If you're running any kind of business or even managing a department, it's really important information for you to know the capacity of your employees. Today, I'm going to show you how you can understand your employees' capacity using Monday.com. So let's jump in. Hi, my name is Tara, and I'm a certified Monday.com partner. My goal is to make Monday the best part of your week. If you need help with a custom implementation, my contact details are in the description below. So let's jump into today's tutorial. This specific workflow was set up for a client of mine that has a coaching business. Now, he has a number of coaches that he manages, and he needs to know the capacity of how many clients each of his coach can handle. So in order to do this, I've set up 3 different boards. The first board is a deals board. Now, this really could be connected to your Monday.com CRM if you have one. So you can just use that and then add it to this workflow. For the purpose of this video, I just moved it to my capacity planning. The second board is a client management board where we actually manage the clients per coach. And the third board is an employee capacity board. I'm actually going to start on this board. It'll be easier for you to understand the workflow. So what we have is we have our 2 current coaches, me and Rosa, and you can see that my capacity is 20. I can handle 20 clients and Rosa can handle 10. And you can see by this connected board column, this mirror column from this connected board, that right now I already have 4 clients on my plate and Rosa has 2. What that means is that I can handle another 16 clients and Rosa can only handle another 8. Now, all of this is automated from the deals board through the client management board, and the information shows up here. So let me show you exactly how it's set up. We're going to start on our deals board. Now on this board, I have a few automations. The first automation is when status is 1, move it to 1 deals. When status changes to lost, move it to lost deals. And when the coach is assigned, but only if a client is 1, I'm going to create an item in the client management board. So I'm going to show you how that looks. Now, keep in mind that all of this information, like what plan they're on, I've set it up in the mapping of the automation, so that information will go through. Okay, now we're going to use Heather as an example here. Before I run through the workflow, I just want to show you, if I look at my employee capacity, just to remind you, remember I had 4 clients. So now let's go back to the deals board. Let's say Heather is ready to sign with us. And you can see that she's on the basic plan. So I'm going to change her to 1, and you're going to see that she's going to show up in the 1 deals. Then I'm going to assign myself as the coach. So once I assign myself, what's going to happen if I go to the client management board, you're going to see that she's going to show up in my group, because on this board, each group is a different coach, and she's set to the onboarding status. And remember, she was on the pro plan. That showed up. Now, if you go to the employee capacity board, you're going to see that right now my capacity is at 5. What that means is when she went from the deals board to the client management board, she was automatically connected to the employee capacity, and then the number was calculated. So let me show you how you do that. So we started on the deals board, remember, and I showed you all those automations. Now let's go to the client management board. What I set up is a numbers column for the number of clients, and I'll show you why this is important. And there's also a connected board column, which is going to link to the employee capacity. Now, if I go to my automations, I'm just going to wait a minute for it to load. So the first is when an item is created, set the number of client to number 1, because I want to count the number of items. Okay. Then when an item is created, I want to connect the item where coach matches coach on the employee capacity. So I'm connecting the 2 people column to be connected. Now, in order to make this part work, that it goes to the different groups, I have to have another automation that says when an item is created and only if the coach is Tara, so then move it to the Tara group. If you just have one group of coaches, you don't need to do this. But because I have different coaches, I want to be able to do that. Now, the last thing that I did, which is really important, is I made an automation to clear the status, because what happens when I'm done with a client, I also want it to be able to clear. So here, this automation is when status changes to completed, move item to completed status, and then clear the link. So let's show you how that works. So now let's just say a couple of weeks pass by, I'm done working with Heather. So I'm going to change this to completed. Okay. And you're going to see that she's going to go down to my completed clients group. And if you look here, you're going to see that it was unlinked. This was cleared from the employee capacity. So if I go back to the employee capacity board, you'll see right now I'm back to 4 current clients. So this way we know what my capacity is. Obviously, this use case can be used in a lot of different scenarios, depending on how you're managing your clients, your customers, but you can use this to manage your capacity in an automated way. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, like it below. And don't forget to subscribe so you can receive tips and tricks on how to use Monday.com. That's it. Until next time.